Hey everybody, glad to see y'all here. Welcome. This is Monique's Jewels. Thank you so much for watching today, this evening, tonight, tomorrow, whenever you get to see it. I have been missing for 2 days. Well, I had a eye issue. I had like a floater in my eye, which was kind of weird. And then all of a sudden I got like a little, I don't know what you would call it. It's not really a floater. It's like a little circle that distorts my vision, that kind of moves around. And the little black dots were moving to the right. So when I would look to the right, I'd see a shadow. And I kept thinking something was on the floor or something. I'm like, what is this? So I knew that since I'd had corneal transplants in 2016, I can't wait to think that this stuff was just going to go away. Well, I waited a week and it got worse. So as I'm looking forward, I see a little area that's blurry, and it's my good eye. Of course it would be my good eye. My other eye is like 20/250. My left eye is horrible. Always has been. I had astigmatism very bad in that eye. So even if you have corneal transplants, you still have, vision problems. You just don't go blind. So I went to the eye doctor and I didn't sleep at all. I was so nervous. They said my pressure was not right. Everything else is okay. He said he can laser that little blob away. The floaters will go away on their own. So I have to go back next week, next Friday, and he has to check for glaucoma. So it's always something with my eyes. I've always had, glasses. I had contacts when I was like in second grade. Just very, very different. One of the few people in Indiana, I think, at the time that had contacts. Supposedly the pressure against your eye would stop whatever was going on with my eyes, which it didn't. But I mean, it was very strange to have a hard contact in my eyes at 7 and 8 years old, but we did it. And then as I got older, I started, probably about the age of 40, I started getting this funny ring, halo glare. And when I took the kids to Florida in 2003 for Chanel's senior trip, I just had a horrible time driving at night. And we were driving at night. And it just was getting worse and worse. And by the time we got to Nashville, we, of course, got to the hotel. And I was like, this is not good. I can't see at night. So we left early so we get to Panama City Beach long before it got dark. So I've learned not to drive at night. So, but yeah, I'll be going back next week. And then when I came home, I was exhausted. I slept for hours and hours. I just slept. I think I was so wound up Thursday into Friday morning that I'm just, just now getting over, that part of it, just so worried. He said the corneas are fine. There's nothing wrong. So that's why I haven't been on here for 2 days. I've been trying to rest my eye. So we're all good to go. And I think I've got purses to do, but I don't want to do them yet. I've still got a big red mark in my eye. I'll probably do those probably Monday. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're liking my content. I'm trying to earn your thumbs up. I'm not trying to just beg you to, subscribe or give me a thumbs up. I think that's rude. I just want you to enjoy my content, and if you do, subscribe and give me a thumbs up and ring that bell if you want to be one of the first to see my newest videos as they're coming up. I had gotten, I do believe this was Shop Goodwill. Yeah, this is Shop Goodwill. I got a group of jewelry, and it was like nobody bid on it, and it said it was sterling, and it gave the name of the company. I'll show you here in a minute. And there was, you know, a group of different pieces. There was, let's see, how many? 17, 18, 19, 26, 30, 40. There was about 50 pieces. And all I could see was, you know, as the pictures, all I could see was like maybe a front and then a back. And that's all I could see, but I did see the name. Okay. And when I saw the name, I looked it up, and they had some information on it, and they also had a Facebook page from like 2016, and their items were sterling, 925 sterling, and they were like rhodium over sterling, or gold over, or rose gold over. They were not, you know, just costume pieces that weren't, it was amazing. I'm like, no, there's no way this is going to happen. But I won the lot, and I got it yesterday, and I opened it up, and it's actually these two rings. That's one of them. This is another one with two enhancers. So there's actually 3 rings here. And this one, this is the only one there was, so I thought I'd just keep it, you know. But it's rhodium plated, and I'm going to show you all this jewelry. All of these I had to open, and I had to silver test every piece. They're all sterling. Okay? I was so skeptical about it that I couldn't believe that they would all be sterling. But they are. So, I have, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm getting tired. I have one larger blue stone earring, which I'll show you. I have a bar necklace. The chain is sterling. The little bar is little green crystals, and it's rhodium plated, but it's also sterling. All these are sterling. Whether they're a gold over, whether they're a rose gold over, or rhodium plated, it's all sterling. As a matter of fact, I used that much. I had about 3/4, and that's how much testing fluid I used. And I don't know if you can see all those scratches or not, because it's so dark. I mean, this thing is just inundated with little scratches, and they're all sterling. So I'm happy. You know, that doesn't happen very often. It just doesn't happen. Okay, I have what's it say, 11, 10 rose gold rings. Some of them are different sized. I have 4 of the, like these enhancers here. I have 4 that are a silver sterling. I have 3 that are a gold over sterling. I have 5 that are rhodium sterling. So they would be the black, like this. And I wore these all day in the shower, cooking chicken, washing dishes, and they are still looking great. Just, yeah, because I'm so always afraid. Okay, I have 7 amber stone rings that not really amber color stone ring, and I'll show those to you also. We have 9 pairs of gold over earrings, 8 silver with a little bit of gold over on those in the front. And so that adds up after I went ahead and gave Chanel a couple for the baby's birthday. She didn't have any gold, and the baby's birthday's colors are black and gold. So I gave her a pair of earrings like these, and I'll pull those out here in a minute. And I gave her one of the little gold enhancers and a rose gold ring, which looks good with the gold. Okay, So let's start off with these two that are kind of on their own. I'll pull out the one earring. This one is approximately 2 inches, if I remember right. Yeah, right at 2 inches. These are marked 925 on the back, right in this area here, kind of that light color stamp. These are sterling. I checked to where I wouldn't hurt it, you know, stone-wise. I checked it right here, and I checked it on the back here. And they come up very blue. It's not an iffy mark, you know what I mean? It's actually sterling. These must be crystals. I don't know what kind. This is a beautiful blue stone. This has the sterling backs on it. These are the backs they came with. Very pretty. I mean, very pretty. These are fancy. Fanciful. Okay, and they come in this. This is the name of the company. This is their hallmark here. I think it's pronounced Volus, V-O-L-V-O-U-L-L-E-S, Volus, or I can't say it anyway. These are brand new in package. These had never been opened. So here's the second one here. It is still in the package. Yes, I wore them to see if any of the crystals would just, I mean, I don't know. See if the crystals would stay after getting in soapy water and all that, and they're fine. They look great. Okay, so we have this pair. It's the only one, so it is like its own little special thing. And I'm going to put 20 on these. These are sterling. Don't forget that. All this is tested sterling. And I was just thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Okay, and the next one. It's V-O-U-L-L-E-S. Okay, this is their signature, one of their pieces. And the price that I found on this one is $34. I think I had a sale on these. And this is so cute. This is the dark rhodium. And this is the green stones. Just beautiful. Look at that. Very, very pretty. I'll lay it down here. The mark that it has on it here is 925 on the heart. And you know what's funny? I've actually seen this heart before on something and could not figure out for the life of me what it was. The chain is 925. I checked, made sure. The lobster is also 925. And this is the beautiful little bar. That's the rhodium on the back. Isn't that pretty? I'll show you the green up close. Very, very nice. So this would be a dainty, beautiful little present. And we do have not Valentine's Day. St. Patty's Day is coming. Yes, it is. This is right at 15, and you have a little bit of an extender there. So let's do 18 on this one. That's pretty. And they're smart because they had this down in the bar part down in here. And the necklace part was sticking out so that it didn't get tangled. It's just so smart. Okay. So that is right at 15 and a half inches. And it is, like I said, it is $18. And it'll come in this, but it'll also be bubble wrapped. There we go. And the back, there's the 925 mark right in the center of the back. I don't think you can see it, but it is definitely there. And, you know, no worries, I had to actually, I spent about an hour and a half. Plus I had to measure the rings. Yeah, so it was a long process, but I think it's worth it because these pieces are just beautiful. And these earrings are just gorgeous for the price. Okay, so we'll set these over to the side. There's that. Okay, next I will show you one of each. And of the sterling ones, and I'll open them up. The sterling, I have 8 pair. And the gold over sterling, I have 8 pair. So is that gold? Oh, there's gold in this. So I'll show you the silver first. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay. Here we go. These are those beautiful hooks that just, yeah, you just pull them. I don't want to do it. Hold on, let me do it. I'll show you. You push down and pull back. And without my nails, that would be so simple. Come on. Up and back. Ah, it was simple. Okay, see? So when you put it in your ear, you just have to get it in the slot. No, I can't see either. That really helps when you can't see. Oh. Huh, that was simple. Okay. So what you're going to do, I'll show you. You see the little hole there? Okay, the hole is, it actually sticks in the down part. So you're going to just kind of pull up a little bit and flip it. Some of them work the opposite direction. But this is going to be up and out. These are very simple to put on. They are absolutely gorgeous. You've got a very modern design with the crystals. It's just beautiful. These are right at 1.5 inches. These are sterling. I tested here and on the back here. And I'll show you the gold. These are just beautiful. I was so fun. I was like, I was just so excited. The first piece that turned blue, I was like, And then when they all turned blue, I was like, oh my God. I could not believe it. So, these are like plated, and they were actually like this. There was one in and one out, so that you could see this one easier. Oh, these are beautiful. Look at the gold. So this is gold over sterling or gold plated or whatever you want to call it. Vermeil. Not pretty. And then you've got the beautiful gold tone. And like I said, you just pull up and out. And it opens it that easily. And then you get it right back in there. And push it shut. There you go. It's just that simple. Very, very pretty. And like I said, these are 1.5 inches. And I have multiples of these. And on these, I'm going to do 20 a pair. I just think they're gorgeous. And they're not light. They're, you know, I mean, they're a nice heaviness to them. They feel like they're made well. So, yeah, I've got multiples of those. Next, I'm going to show you, oh, I don't even have to show you. I'll take this one off. I don't have to open the package. I've gone through and sized every one of these. Okay, so here is this one here. And these are to be used like as a ring that could go here, or a thumb ring, you know what I mean? You could use it as an enhancer like I have here. And it's rhodium plated over sterling. They test as sterling also. Very, very pretty. Isn't that cool? I think this would even look good over a sterling. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Hold on, I got so many on this finger. See what this looks like. Then I'll show you this one next. But I'll show you the colors that I have and the sizes. I think I have like 6 1/4, almost 6 1/2, and 7 in these. Hold on here. This is my bigger finger that gets swollen. Come on. Isn't that funny how you have two hands of two different sizes? I'll show you what I was thinking. I wonder. Oh, that looks cool. I'm always thinking weird things. Okay, this is my little halo ring with the 2 rhodium plates on each side. Ah, love it. Yeah, look at the band. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we have in this here a size 7. This one is a size 7. This one is a size 7. I'm going to check back through. So we have a gold, size 7. These are 7s. I already tested these. This is a size 6 1/2. Even though it's marked 7, I put 6 1/2 on the back. Okay. I don't want anybody to get something that doesn't fit. This one is a 7 also. These are the sterling and silver, like silver instead of rhodium, instead of gold over here. This is a size 7. Okay. And this is a size 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the size 7 here. There is 2. Well, no, they're not all size 7. I'm sorry. This is a 6 1/2. Okay. So 7, 7, 6 1/2, 7. This one is a 7. I think all 3 of these are 7s. These are the rhodium over sterling. These are the gold over, and there are 2 of these, and those look like those 7s. Make sure. If you got time, I can check. But this is just the funnest lot. Yeah, when you're just so sure that it's just not going to be, and it turns out to be. Okay, this is almost a 7 1/2. I'll show you this one here, and I'll mark it on the packaging. Isn't that pretty? Very, very nice. So yeah, I do believe this is more like a 7 1/2. Okay. And let me test this one real quick. The ones that don't look like they're open all the way, they've been opened to test. I've tested every one of these. Yeah, this is definitely 7.5. Okay. Which, like I said, different people have different mandrels. Some mandrels, you know, I don't think all mandrels are universal, honestly. But I go by mine, and this one says 7.5. So we'll mark this on the back, on the front, 7.5. So we have two of these gold tone. These are both 7.5. Okay, 7.5. 7.5. Very good. So I think I've already checked all these, yeah, and these. Let me check this one. This one looks a little bigger. I mean, that's just for people that, you know, a 7 is just a little bit too small. This one looks like a 6. Okay, what is it? No, you guys, 7.5. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out of there. Very good. So this one is 7.5. Crinkle, crinkle. Snap, snap. All right, that's about a 7.5 too. Okay, that's what the rhodium looks like on these. They're not clear. These are dark. Wow, how cool. Okay, that one has dark stones on it. I like that. So I'll write on it, 7.5 dark stones instead of clear. Let me get these out of here that say size 7 because it's not. Out. So we've got a little bit DK stones and 7.5. Okay. So this one is the dark stone, 7.5. Those look dark to me. Those are the light stones, 7.5. So this is the light. I just put LT stone. Okay, so this is the light stone, 7.5 here. Like these. Where'd they go? There we go. Like those. So that's a dark, that's a light. And this one is a dark. I didn't even notice that before. It says a 7. Yeah, that's dark. That's pretty. That's 7.5 on my mandrel. See the dark stones? Pretty. That'd look pretty even with the... Look at that. Yeah, that would look so cool. Anyway, let's get that back in there. And then we said that's 7.5 and dark. Yes. Yep. These are cute. So we're going to put 7.5, and this is dark. Okay. And that one's one's the light. We'll put the two darks right here together. That is the light stone there. Okay, so we have a size 7, 6.5, and 2 7s. I do believe those are 7s. Let me check them real quick. We got time, guys. Oh, these are pretty. These have a blue stone, guys. Light blue. Very light blue. Very pretty. Okay, this is... Yeah, this is a nice 7.5, almost a little more. This is a 7.5, so we'll take this out. Can you get it out? Come on. Come on out of there, buddy. Okay, so we're going to put 7.5 and blue stones. Okay. So we're going to put 7.5 and blue. Okay. So we got one 7.5 blue. I'll go ahead and measure this one. I just don't trust them now. Yep, that's a blue stone also. Very pretty. I'll show it to you on my thumb right here. Isn't that pretty? These are all marked 925 on the inside. Just gorgeous. This is a 7.5 in the blue. Let's get this written down. So we'll do 7.5 and blue. Okay. So there's 7.5 blue, 7.5 blue, 6.5. And that one's blue also. Blue. Okay. 6.5 blue, and here's a blue. Let's see what it says. This is about a 7.25. Yeah, we'll just put 7.25 on this one. And it is blue. Precious. Okay, these enhancers. Let's see, what was that? Okay, so we got 7.5, 6.5, 7.5, 7.5. Okay, these are all 7.5s. So we have 3 7.5s and 1 6.5. Okay, these are all $12 a piece, or 2 for $20. Okay. I don't know why these were even on there. Okay. I'm going to put the earrings back. Okay, now we've got these beautiful little solitaires with crystals in 3 different colors. Got the black, rhodium coated, and we've got the rose gold. And that's all on these 2. Okay. So we've got a rose gold, and we have a, and I've already taken all these out. They've all been tested. And I think I marked on every one of these what they were. Okay, so we have rose gold here. It is plated. It would be sterling over. it would be rose gold over sterling. It's a beautiful ring. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, this one itself is about 7 1/4. So I'll write it on here real quick. 7 1/4. It's just gorgeous, guys. So we've got that one there. And then this one is the black rhodium, which I think is fabulous. There's the black rhodium. And this is rhodium over sterling. Okay, so I'm going to put them together so you can see them. That's cool. Okay, so I have multiples of these, different sized. There are, let's see, where'd it go? Rose gold, I have 10, and I think I have 5 in the rhodium. Yeah, rose gold, and then we have 5 in the rhodium. And go through the sizes real quick with you. I can put these over. So anything between about a 7 or 7 1/2 and a 6 1/2 I have in these little sizers, 2 for 20 or 1 for 12. You just get a hold of me and email me at moniquesjewels2@gmail.com, and I'll let you know what I've got. Or if you saw one that I sized and you want that one, that is fabulous. Okay, now these are the black rhodium. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one here, oh, I've already got its connector up there. I mean connector. Am I losing my mind? I've already got its packaging up there because I have them on. Okay, I'm going to put them back on. And this one, there wasn't another one of these, so I thought I'd just keep this one. It's pretty. Okay, so I've got this one with the little enhancers together, like that. Okay, these are cool. Okay, so on the rose gold, we have a 7. Let me go check back through these real quick. I do believe these are all right at 6 1/2. This one's a 6 1/2. Let me mark on it. Okay. So this one is 6 1/2. Let me check this one real quick. I was just shocked. Now this should be right at 7 or 7 1/4. It actually has its piece on there still, if you can see it. A lot of these just have pieces kind of not really there. Yes, this is right at a 7, maybe almost a 7 1/4, but we'll leave it at 7. Okay, so we got 6 1/2 and a 7 there. Let me get this one real quick. This one looks a little smaller. Yeah. So this one, we're just going to put a 6 on this. This is right about, I'll put 6 1/4 on it. For the size 6. So we'll do a 6 1/4. Okay. So we got the 6 1/4 there. 6 1/2 and a 7. I'll test these real quick. Don't you guys have any plans for tomorrow on Sunday? This is a 7. It's a little bigger than a 7, but not much. It's nice. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Oh, I know. Finish putting up all the Christmas stuff. So there's another 7. Take this one. Yes, this one is 6.5. I'll show you a close-up of that. Pretty crown right there, the crown of the ring. So this one is 6.5. Put that one right there, because that one's 6 1/4, 6.5, 7. And this should be right at a 7. Yep, exactly. Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like I said, they're just crystals. CZ for the big stone and probably just crystals, but it's just, they're just beautiful. Okay. So that is a good size 7 right there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this is 7. Let me check this one. It says 7 1/4. Yeah, that's right. 7 1/4 on that one, which is 7, more or less. Doke. So there's 4, 5, 6. There's a total of 7 of those. I thought there was more, but no. 7. Okay, and we're going to do 20 on these. Okay. Get them to shut back. Yeah, I've got lotion on my hands, so these are all probably going to have to be taped shut. Because none of them had even been opened when I got a hold of them. Okay, this says size 6. It definitely looks like it. This is a 6 1/4. Okay. This here. So that's right at 6 1/4. This is the rhodium plated. This is right at a, what's this say, 7 1/4 here. So we'll turn that over so you can see. 7 1/4, 6 1/4. This one is saying a 7 and it's connected, so it should be right at a 7. Or a 7 1/4 maybe at the most. Yes, right at 7 1/4. Okay. Go. There's that. See, then it's not wanting to stick. There we go. That's all right. So those 7 1/4, 6 1/4. This one is 7 1/4. That one's 6 1/4. So there's 5 of these. 3 are 7 1/4 and 2 are 6 1/4. Okay. So, like I said, these are 20 a piece. Set these over to the side, and we're just about done. Okay, now these are exciting. These are very pretty. 6.5. And these have all been sized. It's rhodium plated sterling, size 6.5. And it has like an amber stone, a dark amber stone with the dark crystals. It's just amazing. It's very, very pretty. You can see it. Not neat. Wish you could see that stone better. It's deep color of amberish, brownish. It's not citrine, it's a lot deeper and browner. Okay, isn't that pretty? And like I said, it does, you know, just like the rest of them, they all test as sterling. 6.5. So I'll line them up. 6.5. 6.5. 6.5. 6.5. I think this one's a 7. This is about 7.25, but it's a 7. This is a 7.5. I mean, I'm gonna measure that one again. This says 6. Let me measure. I think I already did, but yeah, this one's 6.5. Write it on the back. It is 6.5. Okay. 6.5. And this one, 7.5. What did I say about this one? It's a 7. So I bet you this one is probably a 7.5 too. What do you bet? Yep, 7.5. Almost. It's almost a 7.5, but if you push it a tiny bit, yeah, it's more like a 7.5. I wish it fit that finger. It almost does. Look. Look at that. Okay. So these are a little bit bigger. These have a little more sterling in them. So let's do 22 on the bigger ones. Here, this grouping here, the rhodium over sterling. So we have, these are like a 7.5. 2 7.5s. How many 6.5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6.5s, and 2 7.5. Okay, so we got through that. I've got vintage galore over here that I'll probably work on tomorrow. The reason why I'm not doing purses, I'm just not up to doing a face-to-face, whatever you want to call it, unless I can figure out I can't do it without it. So if you guys have any issues, problems, anything you'd like to talk about, if you want to say hello, you know, don't forget you can write things in the comments. But if you're requesting to purchase anything, or if you have something personal or of a, what would you call it? Of a nature of something specific, just email me. You can email me anytime, guys. If I don't see it right away, I'll definitely see it sooner or later. That's for sure. I check my email so much. Unless I'm dead asleep. It's about the only time I don't check it. So, I want you guys to have a great Sunday. I hope everyone's feeling well. We've got quite a bit of COVID running around where I live. I don't want it. Don't want to get it. So I'm trying to stay in as much as possible. I'll do a Kroger pickup tomorrow because I'm not going into the grocery store. It's just too much. So don't forget, I do have 2 extra of the clear enhancers here. There are two for $20 or $12 a piece. I'll go ahead and put them back over here. And like I said, they tended very well in the, to be worn. And these are definitely a 7, if not bigger. So I've got 2 more, and they are not the dark, they're the light crystal. This is right at 7 1/4. And I'll write it on here so I'll know. Okay, 7 1/4. Let's see here. 7 1/4. That says 6 1/2. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's probably one I gave Chanel. Okay. It says a size 7. Just can't even get it open. So that's probably this one here. That's 7 1/2. So I'll make sure I write that on there. And before I ship to anybody, I'll check the rings again and make sure I've got the right size for you. If I don't, I'll just email you back and let you know that we're out of that size. And then this one here, oh yeah, hold on. This should be right at a 7. Oh no, it's not. 6 1/2. Oh, okay. So that's a 6 1/2, guys. That's this one. Just beautiful. I'll put that one back. That's the right size there. Oh, and that's the one for that ring that I kept. Okay, I'm just trying to stay organized, guys. So we have a 7 1/2 in the clear enhancer, rhodium plated, and also another approximately same size in the clear stone rhodium enhancer. There's 2 of them. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And we shall talk to you guys tomorrow. And I'll try, like I said, I'll try to get some purses going here in the next day or two when I start feeling just a bit better. And when I can see just a bit more. Okay? All right, guys. Stay well. Be blessed. Talk to you tomorrow.